Good afternoon, board, staff, and members of the public. After my statement, the chairman will open the public hearing and explain the rules for this electronic meeting. Please keep your microphone on mute when you're not speaking. The technical support team may proactively mute participants if the microphone is picking up background noise. Members should check to make sure the microphone is not muted before speaking. You may text 571-246-1174 at any time during the meeting if you need technical support, and an IT tech will answer to assist. I now turn the meeting over to Vice Chairman Allen.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Terry Allen, and I'm the Vice Chair of the Loudoun Water Board of Directors. I officially open this public hearing. Jonathan Rack, Legal Counsel, will now read the requirements for this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In accordance with the Governor's State of Emergency Declaration and executive orders regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, the Loudoun County Board of Supervisors Continuity Ordinance and the General Assembly 2020 budget amendments, Loudoun Water will conduct today's public hearing in an electronic manner. Action on today's public hearing item, the change to fees and charges, will be taken not today, but at the December 10th meeting of the Board of Directors. Public notice and meeting access information was provided as required within the public hearing advertisement and on the Loudoun Water website. A recording of the meeting will be available in board docs or at the links that are available going through the Loudoun Water web page. I would note just for the board members that although we are required to convene, if there are in fact no members of the public who are interested or asked to speak today, then it's your option to waive the presentation on the rates, since you've obviously received that once before and are very familiar with that information. That the presentation is really intended to help inform the public about the proposed rates. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you, Jonathan. So opportunity for public comment was provided within the public hearing advertisement as required and within the meeting notice posted on the Loudoun Water Board website. Written public comments were directed to be submitted to the board secretary and will be provided to the board. The public comment period will remain open until the board takes formal action on its rates at its December 10th, 2020 meeting. The board secretary will now take roll call attendance of the board members present.
Thank you. Mr. Allen?
Here.
Mr. Bonfield? Mr. Bonfield? Mr. Byers?
Here.
Mr. Campbell? Mr. Campbell? Mr. Koblos? Mr. Kelly?
Here. I don't know if you got Jim and Bill Byers. I think they answered together. So I see Jim is here. Just to check to make sure. Debbie, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Moody? Ms. Surfikar? Mr. Sultan?
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So seeing as no member of the public are present to speak, I would ask if any board members would like to see the presentation. Okay.
I do not.
All right. So having heard no request to see the presentation, I'd entertain a motion to close the hearing.
So moved. This is Marty.
Second, Sean.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Bonfield? Mr. Bonfield? See that you're muted, sir. I'll come back. Mr. Campbell? Mr. Byers? Mr. Koblos? Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Moody? Ms. Surfikar? Mr. Sultan?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Bonfield?
Okay.
I see that he's on, but okay, thank you.
All right, then the meeting is adjourned.
The meeting's adjourned at 3:05. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you.
You
Happy
too.
Thanksgiving.